Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for popping in. Today I have my lovely daughter here with me, Hannah. Thank you for joining me. Or some of you may know her as Pumu. So, thank you so much for coming. It's been a long time.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. I've been following the YouTube channel, so I think yes,
I think you've been my main supporter.
Yes, definitely, yes.
And telling me everything looks good.
Of course, yes, I have to support. I have to be your number one fan.
Yeah, but anyway, today on the spot we're having, so it's my birthday special. I recently had a milestone birthday,
and we thank God for that.
Yeah. And thank you for the lovely present you gave me.
Oh.
Yeah. I got a lovely massage at a lovely hotel.
Well, as you know, if you're a deputy parent, you just have to do what you gotta do. You know.
This is the eldest daughter, guys, so deputy parent duties. So let's get down to it. So I'm going to be asking questions you may ask back, and it's just really to what do you call it, a memoir or an attribute. Do you know, usually people do it when someone dies, and they write a speech. And you be like, oh, my mom was like this, and oh, my mom was like. So I don't want you to wait till I die. So tell me what you think of me, the good, the bad, the ugly. And if there's a bad, I want to change it, so that when I die, you genuinely have something good and something positive to say about your mama. Right. So I will ask you the first question. So what would you say are my strengths?
Right. So I would say resilience. That's first thing, and right. So what I'm saying, resilience is kind of like there is no word such as failure in my dictionary. Yes, there is no failure. So if you set your mind to do something, so you want to see it through, you know. That's one powerful thing I like about her. And then another thing would be she's a hard worker. Definitely that one. I think those who know me, they know, you know, I'm a hard worker as well. She's the person that actually pushes me, so that's it. And she's very confident. I'm sure all of you, if you know her, you know what I'm saying. Very confident, self-esteem on another level, you know. That's it there.
Okay, so, and then what would you say are my weaknesses?
Right, so I didn't want to say this, but to be honest, I feel like the sense of emergence. You're very laid back, you know. Someone has to push you, say, okay, now, for example, give you, say I'm sick, or maybe my siblings are sick. Oh God, you'll have to call an ambulance before she believes.
Guys, you know what I mean? If you have 4 children in the household, you know what it's like. I can't be running and panicking at every one of those 4 children. My life, guys, is very hard.
It is very hard today, you know. So, well, yeah, but otherwise,
any other weakness?
I would say those are the main.
Okay, so thank you so much for outlining my strengths. I think it's good, because I can imagine if someone had set me down in an interview and said what are your strengths, I probably would have said more or less what you said. And my weaknesses, you're right. And I even thought the example would be, even when it comes to, I'm a last minute person, like, you know, so it is what you say, like lack of emergency. Whether it's a school book list, I'll be the last parent to go to Easton's and get my books. Whether it's paying school fees, I will have the money.
You're always the last person. I think you're the person that, okay, I think my one example is, say when you have an assignment, you are the person that wants to submit
like 2 minutes before deadline.
So, no, that's not good.
Or like your sister's birthday is next Saturday and today is Sunday, and I'm only getting the cake ordered today,
and which is like there's no time. So
so I am.
I think you function. I think you function better when you're under pressure.
Probably. That's true. That's very very true. Like even in work, I could be, you know, laid back, taking it easy, and then I'm like, oh my God, I have 2 hours. I have the notes to write. I have a window dress. I have this one to do. I have to contact the doctor. I'll have. And I will complete my tasks before the end of my duties. So I do function better on adrenaline and under pressure. So Okay, for this one.
So I would like to reverse the question. So what would you say?
Your strengths.
Yeah, and my weaknesses. Yeah.
Do you know? I see you a lot in me. So I think all my strengths really lay in you, and maybe more, because I think you're younger than me. Because see, if you have the same strength as me and I'm double your age nearly, it just means that you're more and you're better, and by the time you get to my age you'll be, oh my god, I don't know, I see so much more. So you're very strong, you're very hardworking, definitely, no doubt. You're caring, you're loving, and then of course the difference is that you're like your dad when it comes to time. When it comes to time, guys, that's why this girl thinks, yeah, I'm too late back. You'll be parking outside the workplace.
No, but then
20 minutes before work starts. And sometimes I'll be calling you, say, I'm sitting in the car at my workplace because I'm waiting for the time. So why are you even rushing to just go and park?
You know, I think I just hate to be late. That's one thing for sure. I hate to be late. I would rather be 1 hour, 30 minutes before.
Guys, who has a daughter this organized? And this mother, this organized.
Just like that, you know?
Me, if I'm like 2 minutes before work, I'm like, oh wow, thank God, because I'm the o'clock or 1 past or 2 past, you know. But this one is like the dad.
Yeah, I think we have anxiety. That's the
time anxiety.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so that one is that one. And your weakness then.
Yes.
I think your weakness is your confidence, actually. Yeah, that's the other one thing that we're different in. I am a very confident by nature, not like cocky confident. But do you know, like, say for example, you have a lovely car, and if one person says your car is funny,
that's actually
you just take it in and you believe it down, and then it worries you, and it's just, and I'm like, girl, you chose that car. That means you were confident in that car when you went to buy that car. But because 2 people have said something wrong with your car, so that's just, I really, really wish your confidence was more. Or if I challenged you with anything with your education, you're not as bad as you put yourself to be. But I think it's part of lack of confidence that you say, I won't be able to do my masters. But that's just down to your confidence. But you have the ability to do things.
I thank God, because he pushed me, you know, he pushed me to actually reach at least my.
And I will push you to do more, because I know you've lots of potential, but the belief in yourself is not as good as it should be. So that's your weakness. So that's that one done. Now my next question then is, what would you take on in your motherhood journey? As like, so for me as a mother, I think those strengths and weaknesses were just general ones. But as a mother, if you were to, when the time comes and you become a mother yourself, what attributes would you take on, and what would you change as a mother? One second, guys, I'm gonna close the door.
I just feel like, I don't know, this question is, so what you're saying is, when I'm a mother, what would I do differently, maybe from what I've seen so far?
But start with, what would you do the same? So what would you,
I would say,
what have you admired from me as a mother?
Okay, one thing is that, you know, as much as we go with the law that every child has a right to education, you actually, you know, you maintain that standard. There is no child that missed school for no reason. You understand? So I think that's one thing. Education is very important, and that's your number one role, which I like. You know, homework wise, I don't know, but anyway, I mean.
Come on, and then what else? What have I done good for you as a mother?
I know for sure you are very open. You know, you give us that safe space to actually have our own opinions on what we would like to see change or you know, improve. Something like that. I think when I'm a mother, I'll give my children that space. That okay, they can come to me anytime, so we can have a better relationship. You know, I don't want them to be afraid, but I need them to respect me. That's what I'm saying with you. You don't, what's the word? You don't put fear. Let me say that other word. You don't put fear, but you actually give us that mother ear that okay, you can come to me whenever you want.
And then what would you change? What would you differently that you think, or maybe it's too old-fashioned, or do you think they shouldn't have done that?
Definitely the thing, especially these African parents, about not having a boyfriend, that's one thing.
So you let your daughter have a boyfriend?
At least at 18, right? But I would need that daughter of mine to come to me and say, Mom, look, I have this person. At least if I know, I'll be able to advise her this. But if I'm very strict with her, that means she won't tell me. She will be just going through the corner.
Okay. So what age were you when you told me about your first boyfriend?
I would say I don't think no, to be honest, I think I only came to you now when I'm like older. But before, I'll do my thing high.
I know that you had previous hiking, but at some stage you told me about your boyfriend.
This time around.
Were you 21? No, you were not 21.
No, I was even old.
Well, no, you were not older than 21.
Maybe
we were in Cloney.
Oh, this is one.
Yeah, and
okay, yeah.
This can just send me pictures. Guys, and then I was doing my research. I was going, where is this guy? Who knows him? What can they tell me about him?
Hey, this is the private university. Yeah, God.
I think maybe you were 19.
I would say so. Yeah,
because it was after your 18th birthday. Remember that 18th birthday is the one?
No, I think I actually told you when I was 18.
Yeah, around that.
Yeah, I think I told you when I was 18.
So then I think, anyway, look.
It's just that it was a long distance thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told you.
Yeah, I think you're around 18.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know now. Looking, I still think I think in hindsight, for your little sister, maybe from 16 I can hear the word boyfriend.
I think I would advise you to come to me first.
Yeah,
with that, and then
see, I'm lucky in that part as well,
so
that you'd
come
always
to
be
you.
there. Even if I said come to me, she probably won't. She'll come to you anyway.
Definitely not.
So
because they're very strict anyway. You actually say, oh no, this one is not good enough. Blah, 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 blah. Oh.
Okay, guys. So that's what you would change. You want me to talk about boyfriends earlier?
Yeah. I want you to get to know the person. At least, if you get to know the person, at least then come to me and say, okay, look, I think this is what, and then we can have a. But if you just dismiss it, I think that's another story.
Okay. So that one is answered. So the next question: what's the best gift I've ever given you?
There's a lot, to be honest, but I would say at this point, I'm a graduate as it is. It's because of you. If it wasn't for you, I would have just given up.
That's so sweet.
I would have.
And thoughtful. I wouldn't even have thought you put that
because there was a time that I thought, this is very hard for me. I am not built for it. Yeah, I just I'm okay with my level 5.
Level 6. You're at the level 6.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? This is me. That's fine and I'm done. Yeah. But you were like, no. There's no child in this house that's gonna end there. So I'm very grateful for that.
And I'm just giving you a break now. I was like, you know what? She's worked so hard. You really did. Hannah is just one of those children that I have to say, you're not the A-class student in class, but you're hardworking. You're really hardworking. Like when I push, you can only push someone that's pushable, that allows you to push them. So you have given me a lot of space and grace, and as much as I'm pushing you, I feel like you're appreciating the push.
I do.
You're working with me in the push. We're pushing together, and yay, we were at the graduation ceremony. Very proud of you. Really proud of you.
I'm proud of myself
too. You made us proud parents. And as the eldest sister, I felt it was my duty to really, no offense, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, but in a good way, it's always good if the elder child does well, because the rest of them follow suit.
At the same time, it does put pressure on me.
I know, because I didn't mean it in that manner, that it should stress you, that it should, no.
Automatically, it does stress the person. I think your intention is like, okay, you have to lead by example, which is very good, but at the same time, it just puts me under pressure. you know, even if I say, okay, maybe I'm not capable to do this, but because I know like I have siblings, I don't want them to say, oh no, because
so this one is also your own pressure.
Well, I suppose because I want to see myself doing well as well, but I have this kind of like okay.
Because like in my selfish opinion, I'm like, okay, God forbid if something happens to me and your dad, and you have nothing to help your sisters with.
So no more babies. No more.
You have 3 already.
No, please.
So
that's enough.
That's yeah. So that's I'm just very grateful that you're where you are now. You know, you've really done very well for yourself.
Thank you so much.
So, so that was the best gift.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking you'll talk material. So you know that's what
I don't really
really
value material things because they just come and go.
Yeah.
But you know, with what you've given me, this is something that I'll forever hold.
Be grateful
for.
and whatever I always have it to name. Other things can pass, dresses can
just to say another thing was the driving. Actually, you paid for my learner, you know, my first yeah, so I'm grateful. If it wasn't for you,
still probably a lot of push. It was terms and conditions. I'm not paying twice.
Exactly. So you see, that was one of the things.
Yeah, one of the pushes, and I'm still pushing for the full license. I'm not even gonna ask what happened to the latest date.
Wow, I'll pass stories.
So I'm waiting for that one.
Yes.
And
so the same question you asked me, so reverse.
Oh, the best gift
that I've given to you. Yeah.
Do you know the best birthday? Because you usually give me gifts. Maybe Christmas as well, but anyway, definitely on my birthday I always get a gift.
Yeah, I make sure.
And you know the best gift is the gift that never happened. I think when we went to the Arboretum, because you were going to take me out for lunch or something. Sure, there was no food when we got there. Yeah,
there was no food.
Yeah, we didn't eat, we didn't drink, and then
we ended up taking pictures
and came home because I think it was a Sunday or bank holiday or something, because if we were gone to town, there wasn't going to be a restaurant.
Yeah,
I can't remember some, but that was my best birthday time or gift, because we got to spend so much time, just the two of us. That was the best birthday gift, because it was just quality time, you know. Yeah, that was, I know. But that's the most memorable birthday I have with you. You know, yeah, that's the most memorable birthday I have with you. So that was the best gift. Even though the gift never came. What did you do? Did you even give me money then? Because you didn't.
I think I did. No,
I don't think you did, but it was just the best. It was the best because you were supposed to take me out for my birthday. Just the two of us. Then when did I ever embarrass you? The most embarrassing moment of me as a mother.
Okay, I would say, you know what, guys, when you're coming from, anyway, maybe because we're like less privileged, I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to use the ATM. I didn't know how to use the ATM card because I never had one before, and oh dear.
Then the
God.
First time
I
just gave me my card, and I said, "Oh, Hannah, just go withdraw money." And you didn't say to me, "I've not done it before."
Yeah, because I was like, I'll look stupid. Wanted to go and make myself more stupid. So what I did was trying to put the card on the thing.
In the ATM
and
machine.
you know, there's that pressure. It actually sucks the card. And I thought, oh my God, the card is disappearing.
Yeah.
And I was even fighting against.
To take it back.
And then I think I put the card, I don't know where, but somewhere.
You do know it, guys. The card went where the money is supposed to come out. And my card was gone. Yeah. But it's okay. It wasn't a big deal because you can always just go to the bank and claim your card back. And that's what we did. We laughed about it.
But that was embarrassing.
And we moved on from it. And now you're a superstar on that. Yeah. Now, next question. Or you ask me the next question.
Right.
This one, if you had to save.
Okay, if you had to save dad or one of the children, who would you save?
So save from a dying situation.
It could be anything.
Or maybe drowning situation or whatever.
It could be anything, but who would you save?
Okay. So who would I save? Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I'm sure your dad would save the child as well. So Disclaimer, I don't hate my husband. But if you think of it, my husband is whatever, he's lived his life. And the child is, 18, the child. Okay, so thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. And I love you. I don't think I say it enough.
No. So. And actually, this is my first time actually hearing this.
Guys, I'm just not a mother that expresses herself very well. That's something I would like to improve. So say with your little sister, if there's any way I can change, just to be more vocal and more huggy. I don't think huggy is possible, but maybe I'll tell him more that I love him.
But okay, now how are you feeling?
Or raising grown. Well, I'm no longer raising you. See, guys, my 2 eldest daughters in love have moved out. I always feel very happy when you come home to visit. I still worry about his in terms of just where's your tomorrow. I just still feel very responsible. As much as you're not living with me in the house, I still feel like I want to see you grow, not grow physically, but just grow in all aspects of life. I still feel like you've more to give, like I have more to share and more to teach, and as much as it's not a daily teaching, but I just feel like
you just hope what you have taught us, it will just we'll use it in our own
so it's it just never ends. Motherhood never ends, and that's just a different stage where I'm no longer mothering a 15-year-old or an 8 a 12-year-old, but it's an adult. But I still feel responsible every day, and where are you, and are you going to be happy in the future, and are you going to be there's a lot, and I'd hate to think, I just hope, you'll be happy with whoever you meet, and they'll be good to you, and I worry, but only God knows, and I trust that He will make good decisions when you're out there, not with me, and so that's that, and I think that's me. Yeah, we have covered all the questions. So thank you so much.
But anyway, you see, I am here today because I have no grocery anyway in my house.
You're coming house shopping.
I'm here to do house shopping.
Did your sister tell you she was house shopping 2 days before here?
And today it's me.
She had a big bag full of stuff. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Take care of yourselves and of each other. Ciao.
Bye.